Hi, my name is Shayna. I'm the owner of Golden Oak Yoga LLC in Amber City. Today we're going to be practicing together. I'm going to guide you through how to practice sun salutations, also some other poses, asana, that's beneficial for strengthening your core. Also, maybe adding a little bit of flexibility to your spine or some of the other main muscles in your body. So let's go ahead and begin our practice. Come to the front of your mat, and you're going to stand in mountain pose. Your heels will be stacked underneath your hips. So if your toes are turned out, turn them in. Hips are square, facing forward. Rooting down into the four corners of your feet, you'll feel the kneecaps rise into the quads. Engage your legs. Draw your navel to your spine. And just relax your shoulders back and down. Allow them to fall back so your collarbone feels like it's lifted. The crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in, and I want you to bring your hands up to the sky. Inhale them up, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring them down to your heart. Take another deep breath and reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Take another deep breath in, and exhale down. Now on your fourth inhalation, you're going to reach up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to hinge at your hips, send your hands down at your sides. You can bring them down through center. And come into a forward fold as you exhale. So here in your forward fold, you can bring the palms to the elbows and rock from side to side. It's like bending your knees. You can also just relax your arms down. You can bring your hands here. If you feel like there's too much pressure in the abdomen, you can always bring your hands to your shins or walk. You're beginning to fold forward. You might be limited in the hamstrings, right? So just becoming comfortable with honoring your body and what feels most comfortable for your body, your practice. Inhale, you're going to bring your hands to your shins, lengthen your spine or your quads. Just depends again. I want you to feel your body. As you exhale, you're going to bend at your knees, root your palms underneath your shoulders, extend your legs back as you inhale into plank. As you exhale, you're going to bring your knees down, or you're going to lower down to the ground. Hug your elbows into your rib cage as you lower down and exhale. Untuck your toes. Keep your palms rooted underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift your heart, cobra. Roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, press into your palms. As you exhale and come into downward dog. Lifting your hips up and back. Drawing your head between your shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. Taking your breath in through your nose. Filling your chest and belly. Exhale, navel to spine. You can release the breath from your jaw, or you can keep it in and out through your nose if you'd like to retain a little bit of heat. On your next inhalation, gaze forward. As you exhale, you're going to bend at your knees, step or float towards the front of your mat. Stack your heels underneath your hips, coming back into your forward fold. Slowly round up. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale down to your heart. Deep breath in again. Reaching up, inhaling up towards the sky. Exhaling down to your heart. Inhale up again. And exhale down to your heart center. Inhale for the fourth time. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Coming down into your forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, long spine, extend from the crown of your head. Exhale, bending at your knees. Rooting your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, extending your legs back, plank. I'm going to lower my knees this time. Untuck your toes if you are lowering your knees. Exhale, lower down, hug your elbows into your rib cage. Inhale, cobra. Hug Hug your elbows into your side body again. Keeping the shoulders down and back, gazing down at the earth. Keeping your hips attached to the earth. Exhale, tuck your toes. Press energy into your palms. Draw your head between your shoulders. Downward dog. Take a deep breath in, chest and belly. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend out your knees. Step or float. Forward fold. Inhale your hands up. Exhale down to your heart. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale down to your heart. Inhale for your fourth. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands on your shins, gaze forward, long spine. Exhale, bending out your knees, rooting your palms. Inhale, lengthening your legs back, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Hugging your elbows in, palms are rooted underneath the shoulders. Untuck your toes, hug your elbows into your ribcage. Inhale, lift your heart, cobra. And then exhale, I want you to lift your hips. Bring your toes together, your knees wider than your hips. And then settle your sits bones back towards your heels into child's pose. So toes together, knees wider than the hips. Sits bones are settled back towards the heels. If you need to create space, you're going to place the block there. You're going to place your beach towel there or your blanket. And then you're going to extend your arms out, root your palms, keep your arms lifted and active. Exhale, surrendering the forehead to the earth. You could also place the blanket underneath the knees, right? So I want you to feel what you need for your practice. Take a deep breath in here through your nose, and then exhale from your nose or your jaw. Inhale, begin to walk your palms in, lift your torso. Stack your palms underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. This is table pose. Again, shoulders over wrist, hips over knees, neutral spine. I typically look down towards the earth, so take your gaze towards the earth, but feel the extension from the crown of the head. So draw your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lift your toe, round your belly, lift your chin. This is cow. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your tail, draw your navel up into your spine, press into the earth, separating your shoulder blades. Cat. Inhale, tail lifts, belly rounds, chin lifts. Cow. Exhale, tail tucks, navel to spine, chin to chest, press into the earth. Cat. One more time on your own. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral spine here. Neutral spine table pose. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, draw your navel up into your spine. I want to show you something. Inhale, come over the toes and extend your legs. If you're ever in plank and you need a place to come to, a place to pause, come over your toes and stack your knees underneath your hips. Or take your toes together, bring your knees wider than your hips, and come to the child's pose during practice. We're going to be moving through some other poses, some other asana. So I want you to know where to come if you need a moment on your own time and space. You can pause the video and take a moment for yourself. Again, palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Deep breath in. And then exhale, tuck your toes. Press into the earth, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Deep breath in here. And then exhale. Take another breath in. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend out your knees. Step or float to the front of your mat. Stack your heels underneath your hips. Slowly round up. Inhale, reach up. You're gonna go into chair pose now. As you exhale, this is like a hinge at the hip. So you're sitting back, you're rooting into the four corners of your feet, lifting your toes slightly if you need to, right? Gripping the earth again, heart is lifted. Inhale, if you have shoulder injuries, you can bring your hands here down to heart center. Sitting back, keeping the heart lifted, deep breath in. Exhale, the knees are hip width, toes are turning. Take another breath. Heart is lifting. Exhale, sits bones are sitting back. Take one more breath in. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge at your hips, come in forward fold. Inhale. Long spine, hands to shins or the top of your thighs. Exhale, bend out your knees, root your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, extend your legs back into plank. And then exhale, come over your toes, knees and shins to the earth. We're back into table pose. Inhale, step your right foot forward. So we just came into, we're gonna come into low lunge. And I'm showing you the most accessible way to practice yoga, because there are going to be different people using this video. And so I want to make it accessible for everybody. So coming from the table pose, inhale, stepping your foot forward. Your knee is over your ankle. So as you're coming up, you can either place your palms on the top of your thigh and lift your torso and use it here for support. Or inhale, flat back, reach up, press into the ball of the foot on the front foot, and then press into the top of your shin and the top of your foot in the back leg. So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, settling your shoulders down and back. Draw your ribcage in, navel to spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale again. As you exhale, draw your navel into your spine, hinge at your hips, and then fold forward. I want you to take the block if you need it, or you can root your palm underneath your shoulder. Then you're going to begin to twist to the right. So take your torso, turn to the right as you press down into your palm. You can feel your right hip opening. Reach out with your right fingertips. Draw your shoulder blades back together. Keep your neck neutral and soft if you have cervical spine issues, or you can look up at your right thumb. Extend from the crown of your head though. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your palm back down. Take your block to the side. Set it to the side. Root your palms underneath your shoulders. Step your foot back. Deep breath in here. Into table pose, neutral spine, exhale. Take another breath. Exhale, tuck your toes. Press in your palms, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Take an inhale. Chest to belly, exhale, navel to spine. Really draw your navel into your spine. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend at your knees. Step or float. Stack your heels underneath your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Now I want you to keep your feet hip width. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Draw your navel into your spine. Keep your heart lifted. Sit back and down. Deep breath in. Exhale. Chair pose. Inhale. Heart is lifting. Sits bones are sitting back. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine. Hands to shins or the top of your thighs. Exhale, bend out your knees. Root your palms. Lengthen your legs as you inhale. Exhale, come over your toes, knee and chin to the earth. Your palms will be stuffed underneath your shoulders. Your knees underneath your head. Take an inhale. Step your left foot forward. Stack your ankle underneath your knee, right? Thinking of stacking from the ground up. Inhale, either pressing into the quad Inhale, flat back. Press into the top of the shin and the top of the foot on the right side. Exhale, navel to spine. Draw your shoulders back and down. Keep your rib cage back and drawn in. You don't want to be dunking forward, right? Keep it drawn back, engaged. Deep breath in. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhale. On your next inhale, begin to exhale. Draw your navel to your spine, hinge at your hips. Reach forward. Very nice. Now take your block. I want you to stack your palm onto the block, your palm underneath your shoulder. Twist to the left. Draw your shoulder blades back together. And then inhale, reach up with your fingertips to the sky. Take an inhale here, extend from the crown of your head. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale again, and then exhale. Bring your palm down. Step your block to the side. Root your palms underneath your shoulders. Step your leg back. Deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale, tuck your toes. Press into your palms, lift your hips up and back. Take another deep breath in. Chest and belly, exhale. Navel to spine. Inhale again. And then exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, pull forward. Come over the toes, knees to the earth, come back into table. So I want to show you the most successful way to get into high lunge from table. And then we'll go over high lunge from downward dog. So from table, if you inhale, step your right foot forward, knee over ankle. You would then lift your torso. And then you're going to tuck your toes, extend your left leg. So if you were down here on the earth, tucking your toes, extending your leg, you can come up like this. Come up like that, right? Or if you feel comfortable coming up all at once, right, you can lift up. Just depends on how stable you feel. If we were coming from downward dog, we'd be in down dog. Lift the right heel, keep the right hip lowered. Exhale, tuck the knee towards the chest and step through. Knee over ankle, press into the ball of the foot. Keep the leg active in the back and then reach up. So looking at your placement too, stacking your knee over your ankle, keeping active here in the back foot, keeping the thigh lifting, reaching up towards the sky, drawing your rib cage back and enable the spine. Deep breath in, and then exhale. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. Begin to hinge at your hips. Press into the ball of the foot in the front, ball of the foot in the back. As you hinge, take your block. Stack your left palm underneath your left shoulder. Inhale. And then exhale. Twist to the right. Reach up with the right fingertips. Deep breath in. Your knee is stacked over your ankle. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your palm down. Set your block to the side. Root your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, step your leg back. Exhale. Either coming over the toes, knees and shin to the earth, and inhale, stepping the foot forward. Or coming into downward dog, lifting your left heel up towards the sky, lowering your left hip. Exhale, tucking your knee to your chest, shifting your shoulders over your wrists, stepping through, ankle underneath the knee. Press into the right foot, the ball of the foot. Inhale, let the torso come up. High lunge. Rib cage strong, rib cage is strong, back and in, deep breath in. You can bring your hands down. If that's like too hard to hold, your arms up overhead. Take an inhale. And then exhale, hinge at your hips. Again, pressing into the ball of the foot, energizing through the legs. The quad here as you hinge forward. That's your support. Take your right palm now, root it underneath your right shoulder. Inhale, and then exhale, twist to the left. Reach up with the left fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Soften your neck if you need to. Soften your gaze. You can bring it to center if you need. Inhale. And then exhale, bring your hand down. Set your block to the side. Root your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, extend your leg back. Plank. Exhale, hold. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, press into your palms, lift your hips up and back. Downward dog. Take an inhale. Through your nose, exhale. Navel to spine. Take one more breath. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend out your knees. Step or float towards the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale the hands to the shins. Exhale, back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway again. Hands to shins, squat back. Soften the back of your neck. Exhale down. Now inhale the third time. Reach up. Bring all the energy up. Exhale, sit back into chair. Toes are facing forward. Feet are hip width. Keeping the heart lifted. Sitting back. Draw your navel in. Deep breath in. Bring your hands down if you need to. Exhale. Take another breath in. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale your hands to your shins, long spine. Flat back. Exhale, bend out your knees. Root your palms. Inhale, lengthen your legs, plank. And then exhale, back into downward dog. Inhale, lift your right heel up. Lower your right hip. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your chest. Shift your shoulders over your wrists, step through. Take your knee, stack it over your ankle. Rotate your left heel down and bring it to the side of your left foot. So the heel of the right foot will be in line with the arch of the left foot. As you inhale, you're pressing into the outer left edge of the foot. The foot is at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, pressing into the ball of the foot and the right foot. Bring the left arm up, around, and settle the shoulders down. So here in Warrior Two, you will be able to see your big toe, your knee, your right knee is kind of going off towards the pinky toes. Draw your rib cage in. Keep your obliques nice and engaged here. You don't want to be leaning too far as you're holding your Warrior Two. You don't want to be dunking forward, right? There's a nice energy line from the feet up. Inhale, deep breath in, and then exhale. Now we're going to come into extended side ankle pose. So as you inhale, I want you to reach forward, hinging at your hip. So extend, reaching forward. Exhale, bring your forearm down to the top of your quad, keeping the knee stacked over the ankle. You could also place a block here on the inner ankle. And then you're gonna inhale, bring the left fingertips to reach over the left ear. You're gonna soften your neck. You can gaze up at the ceiling, press into the block, or press into your forearm, and rotate the left ribcage up towards the sky. So not only are we extending over, but we're rotating the ribcage, stretching the side body. Deep breath in, and then exhale, navel to spine. Extended side ankle pose. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. On your next inhale, lift your left arm up. Lift your torso. Come back into Warrior Two. Now I want you to inhale, extend your right leg. You can keep the knees slightly bent if you'd like to. But we're going to keep it extended as much as possible. So turn the palms down now instead of the palms up. Deep breath in. And then exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, like hinging from your hip. Exhale. Navel to spine, reach for your shin. So the block can be here, again, fingertips to your shin or the block. Take an inhale here through your nose. Exhale, twist and look up towards the ceiling. Triangle pose, take another deep breath in. And then exhale, I want you to bring the left palm down and begin to bend the right knee. Bring your left palm to stack underneath the left shoulder. And I want you to begin to, you're going to rotate the right toes towards the side of your mat and come into gate pose. Toes are going to be facing towards the side of your mat. Slightly bend your knees. You can walk your hands up if you need help. Inhale your hands up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you can hinge at your hips, send your palms at your sides, or come through heart center. The goal here is to lift your hips up towards the sky as the crown of your head reaches towards the earth. So if you need to grasp onto your ankles, or if you'd like to take your palms to your elbows and rock from side to side in a ragdoll, take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Inhale, come up, flat back, all the way up, reach up. And then as you exhale, I want you to rotate your right toes out to face towards the front of your mat. Draw your knee, stack it over your ankle, reach your fingertips back in warrior two, deep breath in. And then exhale, rotate the arms around and down, rotate your left heel up towards the sky, root your palms underneath your shoulders. Coming into like a high lunge. Inhale, step your right leg back. Exhale, navel to spine, hold it here and plank. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more breath. In. Exhale, press into your palms, lift your hips up and back. Downward dog. Take an inhale, lift your left heel up. And then as you exhale, bring your navel to spine. Tuck your knee forward towards your chest, step through. So tucking the knee up and shifting the shoulders over the wrists is what's going to help you step forward over time. It doesn't need to look perfect at first. Now you're going to stack your knee over your ankle and then rotate your right heel down. So again, if you need support, walking your hands up. Otherwise, you're going to take the right arm, inhale the arm up, around and down, and then reach the left fingertips forward. So coming into warrior two on the left side. Rooting into the side of your foot. Energy up through your center. Deep breath in. Navel to spine. Exhale. Look for your big toe on the left side. Inhale. And then exhale again. Now we're going to extend. So as you inhale, extending, hinging from your hip, reaching forward. Exhale, forearm to the top of your thigh. Inhale, press into the side of your foot, feel the energy line. Reach all the way to your fingertips. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, rotating your right rib cage up towards the sky. Take another deep breath in, using your props if you need them, or reaching to the earth. Take another breath in, and then exhale. Inhale, press into your feet as you lift your torso, reach your right arm up and back, and then inhale, extend your left leg. So you're going to use your block here if you need it, bringing it to the inner ankle. Triangle pose, this front leg is extended. If you need to keep your knees slightly bent, that's completely fine. But the goal is to extend the leg. So inhale, nice and tall here. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hinge at your hip, bring your fingertips to your shin, twisting to the right, reaching for the block, extending from the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in into triangle pose. Exhale, navel to spine. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your palm down, bend your knee. Take your block. I'm gonna have you rotate your left toes to the side of the mat so you're facing towards the right. I'm gonna switch. So coming, you're gonna rotate your left toes in and come to center back into gate pose. If you need your block here, you can use your block. If you'd like to slightly bend your knees and lift your hips up towards the sky and hold on to your elbows, you can do that at this time too. Toes are facing towards the sides of your mat. You're rooting into the sides of your feet. You have a wide stance. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale back into your gate pose. You can draw yourself into your center. Hold on to your ankles. Inhale. We're going to come all the way back up. Reach up to the sky. And then exhale down to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Reach up. As you exhale, you're going to rotate your left toes towards the front of your mat. Exhale, bring your knee to stop over your ankle. Come into warrior two. Deep breath in. Feel yourself center instead of leaning, right? Inhale. And then exhale, bring your right palm around and down. Rotate your right heel up towards the sky. Root your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, extend your leg back into plank. Deep breath in. Exhale. Take another breath. And then exhale, come over your toes. Take your knees and your shins to the earth. Squeeze your shins around. Come around onto your sits bones. Coming down to the earth. Take a deep breath in. Come onto your back. And then exhale, navel to spine. Walk your heels in. You want your heels to stack underneath your knees. So, for instance, if you have short forearms and you can't reach your heels in, so you're having to walk your heels in past your knees, it's not going to be healthy. So make sure it's comfortable for healthy joint function. Take a look at from the ground up. Are my heels stuffed underneath my knees? And then you're going to take, we're going to come into bridge pose. You're going to take your shoulders and roll them underneath your back body. So you're actually tucking them under, right? You're beginning to press into your heels. You're keeping your knees hip width, rooting down into your heels, lifting your hips up. And your chin, you want it to lift away from the chest. You can interlace your fingers underneath your back body if you'd like to. Deep breath in. Exhale. Navel to spine. Keep rooting down into your feet. Exhale. Lifting your hips. Knees are hip width. Feel the rotation here. Fighting against rotating out, right? We're keeping everything rotating in. Deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly begin to lower your hips down, untuck your shoulders. And for recovery, you can inhale, extend your legs. And then exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Give a little hug. You could rock from side to side. You could rock up and down. Some people like to bring it into child's pose, the toes together with your knees wider than your hips. And your arms up extended out in front, but to stay on the back and not have to switch around into child's pose is beneficial to keep the flow going, right? So coming back into bridge pose, I'm going to have you walk your heels in, stack them underneath your knees, feet hip width, toes facing forward, tucking your shoulders, rolling them underneath your back body, pressing into the backs of your shoulders, rooting down into your heels, lifting your hips up, deep breath in. Bridge leads to wheel. So if you're wanting to work on your wheel practice, this is a great pose. Also, taking the block here. If you didn't like the first bridge and you need more support, bringing the block underneath the sacrum here. So you can focus more on pressing into the heels and learning what muscles to engage, and you have the comfort of lifting your hips up. But if you need a break, the block is right here underneath the base of your spine. You don't want to put it in the middle of your spine, right? Some people even like to come to the balls of the feet and lift the heels here. And then on your next exhalation, untucking your shoulders, coming down. Inhale, extending your legs and your arms up overhead, like a big morning stretch, and then exhale, bringing your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, rocking from side to side if you need to. I'd like us to come back into bridge one more time, and this can be an opportunity if you'd like to come into a wheel, right? Rolling the shoulders underneath the back body, walking the heels in, feet hip width, rooting down into your heels, lifting your hips. Deep breath in, pressing into the earth, into the backs of the shoulders, lifting the chin up away from your chest. You can breathe. Exhale. Take another deep breath in. Keep fighting against the knees wanting to go out. Keep the knees in. Exhale. One more breath here. You can be in wheel right now if you'd like to go into wheel, or just stay here in bridge. Come down on your next exhalation. Inhale, extending your body. Exhale, tucking your knees into your chest. And then rolling to your side body, walking yourself up to sit. Swing the shins around behind you and come onto your stomach. So bridge pose is great for your chest and strengthening your legs and opening up the shoulders. But I'd like us to engage ourselves and strengthen our backs. So we're going to come into locust pose. In locust pose, you're going to inhale, lift your collarbone and reach back and lift your feet. Keep your feet hip width. Exhale, hold. So you're going to start lifting your chest and your feet at your comfort, right? If it's too much, then you can always come down and just come down to the earth and rest your forehead. Take a moment here. Inhale, lift your heart, reach back towards your hips with your fingertips. Squeeze your legs, keep them hip width. Exhale, hold. Take another deep breath in, and then exhale, come down. If you can bring your hands here to rest your forehead on, you can bend at your knees and bring your feet from left to right. Deep breath in through your nose, and then exhale. Take another deep breath in, and exhale, come back to center. Inhale, extend your legs, lift your heart. Exhale, if you'd like to bend at your knee and reach for the top of the foot or the inside of your ankle. Kick back into your feet and lift your heart up. Inhale and exhale, hold. Kick back into your hands. Take an inhale, exhale. One more breath. And then exhale, lower down. If you have limitations and you couldn't reach your hands to your feet, you can hold on to the ankles. Also, practicing with a strap around the ball of the foot on each side and bringing them over your shoulders will help you get access to pose if you need to. I want you to take your palms here, stack them underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, bring your toes together. Your knees wider than your hips. And then root your palms, shift your sits bones back towards your heels. Rest your forehead on the earth, child's pose. I want you to stay here and take a few breaths. If you need to bring your blanket underneath your sits bones, your block, or the blanket underneath the knees, by all means, please create your practice for your body. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. On your next inhale, Walk your palms in, lift your torso. Stack your knees underneath your hips. One of the things I love the most about yoga is the fact that we use our left and our right side of the body. So we're going to challenge ourselves now with this core strengthening pose that I love. It's called Tricky Cat. So you're in a table position. And the nice thing about it is if you have a shoulder injury or if you have an injury where one of the limbs you just can't use, you can always just focus on keeping your weight distributed and maybe taking time to build up to that by just extending the leg, right? So coming to the table, shoulders underneath, or sorry, excuse me, wrists underneath the shoulders, hips over your knees, coming into table pose. As you inhale, you're going to reach your right arm forward, extend your left leg, and then lift the heel up towards the sky. So my right arm is reaching forward and my left leg is extended. Neutral neck here, deep breath in, focusing on the earth. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your palm, your right palm, and your left knee back to the earth. Take an inhale through your nose. Bring it all the way to the base of your spine. As you exhale, draw your navel up into your spine. Inhale, we're going to do the other side. Reach your left arm forward. So start pressing into your right palm and your left knee. Inhale, extend your right leg. Flex your foot. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, if it feels more comfortable to keep your foot on the earth, that's fine for stability. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, you can bring your elbow to your knee too. That's fine to turn it into a core workout, right? Extending and bringing it in and out. You should try that sometime in your own practice. Coming back to the earth, table pose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. And come into downward dog. Inhale through your nose. Fill your chest and belly full. Exhale, draw your navel to your spine. Reach your heels towards the earth if you can. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend at your knees. Step or float towards the front of your mat. Stack your heels underneath your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the heart. Take another deep breath in, reach up to the sky. Exhale. One more breath, reaching up. Exhale to your heart. I'd like to bring us into a pose for balance. So the last pose, Tricky Cat, that was like for balance and core strengthening. But tree pose is really great for grounding, focusing, and it's just a really great pose to practice. It's one of my favorite poses, actually. So we're going to begin to go over some different tools we can use, like this strap. You can also use a wall. So if you feel like you're unstable during tree pose, you can have your back to a wall, and you can use it to learn how to balance better, right? Also, when you're working on your hand and toe. So the strap is going to be in a small little loop, and you're going to take it around the ball of your foot and tighten it, the ball of your foot. So that's right here, not the arch, right? So tighten it around the ball of your foot. And you don't have to use the strap, but I'm going to show you with the strap, and then I'm going to show you without the strap. So the strap, what this is good for is it's good for allowing you to bring the foot up rather than you bending over and trying to pick it up, right? So it helps you lift your heel up higher, whether you want to place it into your inner thigh, and that way you can stay more stable. I'm going to now show you without the strap. So now we're going to begin to shift our weight to the left side. We've determined that we're going to use our right foot to lift. So you're going to begin to root into your left foot. You can even lift your toes and grip and suction the earth. So as you're pressing into your left foot, suctioning the foot to the earth, you're going to draw your kneecap up and engage your quad. Inhale, bring your right knee to lift. Yeah. And again, nice engaged core. So this is where you determine where you want to bring your foot. So you can either lift your heel and rotate your heel to encompass around the inner ankle. You can inhale, lift your knee, and then exhale, bring your knee out to where you're rooting to your calf. Or you can inhale, lift your knee, and then exhale, root it to the inner thigh. Now you're going to find your focal point. Now that you've gotten your leg here, find your drishti. So the drishti is the focal point at eye level or higher, right? I like to look right where the ceiling meets the wall. And then you're going to find your drishti, inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, draw your navel into your spine. So your whole left side's engaged, rooting down into the left side. You can bring your hands to your heart if that's more comfortable. But the most important part here is to focus on your drishti, because if you take your eyes off of your drishti, your focal point, you will feel like you start to lose your balance, right? Beautiful. Release your foot back down. I'm sure your left side feels very energized and awakened. If you need your strap, you can go ahead and bring it to your left foot now. Now we're going to root down into our right foot. So lifting your toes up, gripping the earth with your foot like you're suctioning your foot to it. Draw your kneecap up, squeeze your quad, engage your whole right side. Inhale, lift your knee up, find your drishti, right? And then exhale. One thing I want to tell you too, you're going to bring it again to the ankle, to the calf, or to the inner thigh. I never would recommend for you to place it here on the knee. The reason why is if you were to press into the knee joint, it can throw you out of alignment, right? So inhale, bring mine to the calf. Find your drishti, your focal point. Inhale your hands up. Exhale your navel to your spine. Tree pose. Take a deep breath in, relax your shoulders back and down. Feel the crown of your head extending up. Exhale. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, back down. Into mountain pose, feet hip width. At the front of your mat. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward. Inhale, hands to your shins, long spine. Exhale, bend out your knees, root your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, step your legs back, plank. Exhale, come over your toes, knees and shins to the earth. Swing your shins to the side. Come to sit on your sits bones. Into staff pose. If you need a blanket to sit on, you're more than welcome to sit on the blanket. You can also place it under the backs of your knees, right, if you need more support. You can take your block here and place it in between your feet. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways. If you have props, you're going to access this pose by bringing the strap around the balls of your feet and around the block and sitting up nice and straight. Inhale, root down into your sits bones. Exhale, hinge at your hips. And you're going to reach your heart towards your knees. So this is one way of accessing this pose with props. If you don't have your props with you, you're going to, and say you don't even have a strap, right? Take your feet hip width, sit into your sits bones, grow up through the crown of your head, inhale your hands up, and then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, and reach your heart towards your knees. So your hands are going to stay here probably on your shins or on the tops of your thighs, or maybe even to the earth, right? And you're going to flex your toes, bring your toes back towards your shins, keep your feet active, and that's how you're going to feel the stretch. You can draw yourself down towards the top of your thighs, hinging at your hips. If you feel like you start to round, that's really not going to benefit you here. You want to keep your spine nice and long. You want to keep extending up and out as you hinge forward, right? Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Inhale, walk your hands in, lift your torso, and then exhale, scoot your sits bones forward, I want you to begin to come to your back body. We're going to begin to lie on our backs. You can use your strap here to the ball of your foot if you have a strap, or you can use a belt too if you don't have access to a strap. The strap is really going to help here though. It's really going to create the space that there is. If you have limitations, it's going to help, it's going to allow you to access the pose in a deeper manner than you would trying to struggle to reach. So definitely get a strap if you have one. I want you to extend both of your legs. So lie on your back, just scoot forward a little bit. And exhale, bring your right knee to your chest. Give your knee a little hug. And then inhale, extend your right leg up towards the sky. So your heel is reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, bending at your elbows, bringing your knee towards your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale. Bending at your elbows, bringing your knee towards your chest. And take another deep breath in. And then exhale. Now, I want you to inhale, take your right arm, you're going to extend it, and your right leg, you can flex your foot too as you bring your right heel off to the right side. So, flexing your left foot here is going to be beneficial. It's going to help root down the left sits bone. Your left arm is out wide into the side. If you don't have a strap, you can bring your hand to the inner thigh, inner knee. Also, if you can, reach your hand to your toe, it's going to look like this. Right? As you exhale, take your knee, bend it, and then bring your knee to your center. Give it a little hug. Inhale, extend your right leg. Hold onto the strap with your left palm. Bring your right foot over to the left now. A modification would be bending at the knee, bringing your foot to the inner part of your thigh, and then bringing the knee over, bringing the left palm to the outer right knee, and drawing the right knee over to the left. But if you want to feel a really deep IT band stretch here, you're going to keep your foot flexed, hold on with your left palm, and bring your right arm out to the side, and bring your foot all the way over to the earth. If there is a limitation, you're more than welcome to place your beach towel or a block underneath the inside of the shin or ankle. My inside of my shin just happened to land on the block, so I'm not fully all the way to the earth. You also want your backs of your shoulders to be connected to the earth, right? This right shoulder might want to lift, or you might be really tight, and so just work on drawing the backs of the shoulders to the earth, flexing your toes towards your shin as you inhale, and then as you exhale, bend your right knee, give it a little hug, take your strap off your foot or your belt off of your foot, and then inhale, extend your right leg. So I want you to feel the difference between your left and your right side. It's pretty amazing here. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead, bring your palms to your elbows. Exhale, allow your forearms to fall over the top of your head. Take another deep breath in here. Chest and belly, opening up your armpits and your heart. Exhale, navel to spine. You can release your jaw here. It's the end of practice. It's important for us to start to reduce the heat in our bellies. And then bring your elbows wide, palms up towards the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, I want you to bring your left knee to your chest. And then go ahead and slip the strap or belt on the ball of your left foot. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, bend out your knee. Inhale. Press your left heel up towards the sky. Exhale, walk your hands up your strap. Bring your elbows wide. Right, so you're bending them out to the sides rather than pulling down. Take a deep breath in. You want your knee to reach towards your heart. Exhale, flexing your right foot. Bringing your toes towards your shin. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale. One more breath in. And then exhale, slowly release the strap. Bend at your knee. Give your knee a hug into your chest. Inhale. Extend your left leg up. Hold on with your left hand. Bring your right arm out to the side. Exhale, bring your left foot out to the left side. Flex your right foot. Flex your left foot if you'd like. It feels comfortable. It does activate your inner thigh a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale. Trying to surrender the backs of your shoulders to the earth. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Chest and belly. Again, if you need a prop underneath the leg, because you cannot reach the earth, that's more than fine to use a block or a blanket. Inhale again. And then exhale, bend at your knee. Begin to bring your knee into your chest. Inhale, your left leg up. Hold on with your right arm. Bring your left arm out to the side. As you exhale, bring your left foot over to the right side. So twisting here, flexing your foot if you need to. Your right foot though is just going to be soft and just relaxed. You need to modify, bringing your knee to a bend and bringing your right palm to the outer left knee and twisting. Gaze at your left fingertips to stretch your jaw on the side of your neck. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, softening the backs of your shoulders. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, bend out your knees. Slowly shift back to center. Take your strap off of your foot. Inhale, your left leg now. The arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your palms to your elbows. Allow the forearms to fall over the top of your head. Inhale, bring your elbows wide, your palms up towards the sky. And exhale, relax your arms at your side body. Allow yourself to feel how connected you are to the earth right now at this moment. I want you to begin to stay on your back and begin to finish your practice in corpse pose. If you need a towel or a pillow to place on your arm or eyes, during this time, definitely grab a towel or eye pillow. And I want you to shift your awareness to your breath. Your prana. Prana is our breath. Yama is our life force. And so I want you to take a moment to feel your breath enter your nostrils as you inhale, between your eyebrows to the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, allow the breath to travel down your spine. And meet me at the base of your spine. So if you need to take a couple more breaths, maybe you stopped at your thoracic spine, taking an inhale there and then exhaling down to the base of the spine. From the base of the spine, inhale through your nose, down to the base of your spine. And then as you exhale, feel your prana, your breath, travel down the back of your legs, softening your hamstrings and your calves, down into your heels, and we'll meet at the soles of your feet. Begin to soften your feet, the arches. your toes as you inhale through your nose, all the way down to the soles of your feet and your toes. And then as you exhale, allow your breath, your prana, to come up the tops of your feet, to your shins, to your kneecaps, and to your hips. Inhale through your nose, chest and belly. Fill your belly full with prana, then pause, inhale a little bit more. And then exhale, draw your navel to your spine, release your jaw. Release your prana and your breath from your jaw. Take an inhale through your nose. Bring the prana between your eyebrows into your forehead. A little bit further into your cheeks. And then as you exhale, allow your jaw to open. Allow what no longer serves you to roll out of your jaw. Inhale through your nose, chest and belly. Pause at the top of your breath. Inhale a little bit more. Exhale, navel to spine, lungs release, shoulders release, jaw releases. Creating a nice, smooth, even inhalation through your nose. And then as you exhale, capturing the prana, the breath in your throat, as you smoothly exhale it out. Nice, smooth, even inhalation. Nice, smooth, even exhalation. This is called an Ujjayi pranayama. Ujjayi. Inhale through the nose, smooth, even. Exhale from the jaw, smooth, even exhalation. I want you to begin to shift your awareness back to this space. Allowing sounds outside and inside of the space to come to you. Taking an inhale through your nose between your eyebrows to the crown of your head. And exhale, allowing the prana, the breath, to travel down to the base of your spine. Inhaling through your nose to the base of your spine. Exhale, allowing your breath to travel down the backs of your legs, back into the arches of your feet and your toes. Begin to wiggle your toes. Point and flex your feet. Roll your ankles. Inhale through your nose, all the way down to your toes. And then exhale, pointing and flexing your feet a little bit more, allowing your prana, your breath to come into your belly, drawing your navel into your spine. Inhale through your nose, chest, and belly. Extend your arms up overhead, just like a morning stretch. Inhale to your palms and your fingertips. As you exhale, open and close your palms. Roll your wrist. Roll your arms back down to your side body. Inhale, bring your arms wide like a bird. And then exhale, wrap your arms around yourself like you're giving yourself a hug. And roll to your side, whichever side serves you. It's your practice, the left or the right. And I want you to take a moment lying on the earth in a fetal position. And I want you to feel the earth below you. Feel how heavy you feel connected to the earth, but how the top of your body, whichever is lying and is resting upright, how the top half of your body feels weightless. And I want you to take a nice inhale through your nose, chest and belly. Feel your belly pull. And then pause at the top of your breath. Inhale a little bit more. And then exhale. Let your jaw go. Let your breath go. Feel it roll out all the way onto the earth. No longer holding to any tension in the body. Inhale again. Feel your body full just when you thought you filled it up all the way. Pause, inhale a little bit more through your nose. And then exhale from the jaw. Let go of what no longer serves you. Allow it to just melt and absorb back into the earth. Begin to slowly find your hands to find the earth. Walk yourself up to sit. When you come into your Sukhasana, your easy pose, you might want to use a block here if you like, or sit on a blanket. We will finish our practice in easy pose. Rooting down into your sits bones, drawing your navel into your spine, reaching the crown up towards the head, shoulders back and down. Inhale your hands up, and then exhale your hands to your heart. I'd like to finish practice how I always do. That is to express my gratitude. Much gratitude for you taking time for yourself, because that's number one. And much gratitude for you practicing with Golden Oak Yoga. Namaste. Thank you very much.